We've arrived to our last topic of discussion, berries. Blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, strawberries. Let's start with the easy stuff. Blueberries, cultivated grade A blueberries need to be washed, could be used right after washing without any inspection. Blackberries and raspberries are a topic of lengthy discussion. We simply don't have time in this DVD to address that topic, perhaps in a future demonstration. Let's talk about an item that's widely used, a strawberry. Here we are, strawberries, a dessert favorite, a fruit platter, staple. How do we clean them? Well, certainly till 2 years ago, the issue with strawberries were aphids, thrips, a different type of insect called spider mite. And what we discovered is that if you take your strawberries, you're filling that pan as we illustrated before, you fill it up, you put that soapy solution in it, you drop your strawberries in it, cutting the tops off because those little insects could be nestled right under the tops. A common question is there any way to retain the strawberry top, perhaps for aesthetic purposes? That's something which is a possibility, but is a little bit detailed in being able to clean it with a vegetable brush and wash it. It is quite involved, and we won't address this at this moment. Okay, we're continuing to cut the strawberries, very carefully watching that there is no hole being made. Over here, had we sliced this another 1/8 of an inch, we would have a hole in the strawberry. The hole in the strawberry means that should there have been a strawberry insect on the outer surface, it could have now migrated into the hole. What do you do with such a berry? You slice it in half. Here's your hole. Place it into the water. And we leave it in the pan. Let it soak for 2 minutes, and then we agitate the strawberry. We agitate the strawberry in the soapy solution. The agitation helping loosen all the foreign matter on the surface of the strawberry. Now we're ready to go to the next step. We have a strong stream of water coming out of your faucet, and then we take each individual strawberry. Starting from the pointy part of the strawberry, we begin washing the strawberry. We use our fingers to guide the water, gently going over all the areas of the strawberry surface while the water is cascading down upon the surface of the strawberry, turning it around and doing the same. We should be spending approximately 10 to 15 seconds on each strawberry and just going smoothly with the same process with your fingers, going over the strawberry, and continuing to do that for the entire amount of strawberry soaking. As I mentioned, till 2 years ago, the concern was only these 3 insects: the mite, the aphid, or the thrips. But then came along 2 years ago a strain of thrips called the thrips larva. This thrips larva was a very small worm which embedded itself into the hole, into the very tiny hole of the seed. And then the kashrus agencies were challenged with cleaning strawberries properly. So in addition to the rigorous form of rinsing as we just showed, the Orthodox Union added a step, and after the berries have been washed, following the procedure that we just showed, the berries are dried, and then they're scanned visually, just to make sure that there's nothing on the surface of the berry. There are other agencies that dealt differently with the strawberry, but this is the policy of the Orthodox Union. After you've examined the surface of the strawberry, you could just proceed and use as please. One important note, the washing process that we just showed you, the soaping, the rinsing, certainly should be avoided on Shabbos. If one has any question in whether it's permitted to check vegetables or anything associated to the checking process, you should speak to your local Rav and he'll give you the guidance of the do's and do nots in regard to checking vegetables. Okay, now we are a little bit more well prepared for our tasks in the kitchen, preparing the produce for our families. The Chafetz Chaim is quoted as saying, when someone were marked after they read his magnum opus, Sefer Chafetz Chaim, Rebbe, so now that we learnt your Sefer, we can talk. It's all Lashon Hara. So to this, the holy and saintly Chafetz Chaim responded, it is not now that you can't talk. It is precisely now that you've gone through my Sefer that you know exactly what to say and what not to say. Our goal in this presentation was not to limit the use of your produce, was rather to empower you to enjoy the tremendous bounty of the Ribbono Shel Olam, to give you the methods and to give you the know-how on how to wash, how to check, what to look for, this way avoiding any potential mechsholim, any potential Torah prohibitions of ingesting an insect. We've empowered you. Give classes, teach your children, get your husbands involved, get everybody involved in teaching them. Use this wonderful opportunity that the OU has provided you as an additional support in showing what you have to do. And finally, to quote the words of the Avnei Nezer in his Tshuva Yeridea, you certainly, now that you know what to look for, you certainly will be careful, because Iker Kedushas Yisrael Tolu B'zeh, the primary sanctity and holiness of Klal Yisrael, is specifically tied to one's observance and one's careful avoiding the ingestion of insects. Now, just for one concluding remark, discoveries are always being made. Mashgichim are always being spoken to in the field. The area of Bedikas Yirakas, a vegetable inspection, is a fluid area. It could change, it's dynamic. You're now the one that understands the issues. Read up on them, get updates from your kashrus agencies, Speak to your Rabbanim to see if there's anything new from time to time. The information discussed in today's presentation have been incorporated in some very wonderful publications. One such publication is the OU Guide to Checking Fruits, Vegetables, and Berries. The editor-in-chief, Rabbi David Bisserser of the Orthodox Union. Make sure that this is an item that comes into your homes, because now that you have seen this presentation, you know that standing in the kitchen over these vegetables is no longer a mundane act. It is a holy and sacred mission which you, ladies and gentlemen, in your kitchens now have been given. You stand there, you prepare, but you're really being involved in a holy mission. Thank you.